Hi guys, happy Sabbath. I want to give you a testimony, and this testimony has been sort of like the foundation for all of my testimonies, because as a Christian you would have a million. So this took place in 2008 December. At the time I was living with my mom in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and I came to Trinidad for vacation to visit my friend, right? Just for the holiday in December. At the same time, however, I really wanted to go USC, like with all my heart. I applied some months before, I didn't hear back anything. So the plan was, when I come to Trinidad and I visit my friend, I would take one of the days and I would go up to USC campus and find out what's going on with my application. However, it so happened that when I got here, and when I went to the campus, admin was closed for the holidays and they wouldn't be opening back until, I can't remember the exact date, but the day they were opening back was the day my flight was booked to go back to St. Vincent. So I was in kind of a quandary because I was like, oh my gosh, I really want to go USC. But at the same time, if I miss my flight, I would have to spend money that I don't have, because at that time I came for 2 weeks and I already exhausted all my finances to go and see places and stuff like that with my friend. So if I stayed to find out what's good with my application, the chances are I might not get through and I had nowhere to stay and I wouldn't be able to reach back to St. Vincent. But if I went back to St. Vincent, the possibility could have existed that I could have been successful with my application and USC would have accepted me. I was in a quandary. At the point in time when I was having a breakdown, it was by the security guard's booth in USC, because he was the one telling me, the close to the holidays, you have to come back so and so date. And I was shook. I cried. My friend was there with me and she was trying to comfort me. But at the time, sometimes when we worry, we don't seek for God's voice. That's not the first thing we do sometimes. Human nature, you just worry. And in the midst of all my crying and worrying and confusion and wondering what decision to make, I just heard one voice saying, be still and know that I am God. Be still. That's all you have to do, that's just be still. Be still and know that I am God. So, on the day that USC administration was opening back up their offices, which was the same day as I said that I had to go back to St. Vincent, I didn't go. Instead of going to the airport, I went straight to USC campus to find out what was going on. Now, let me remind you that if I stayed and was unsuccessful, I didn't have any money to pay to change the date on my flight. Even if I stayed and I was successful, I had no money. I didn't know where I was going to stay, where I was going to get books or registration or anything like that. But God said, be still and know that I am God. So I went to USC, didn't go to the airport, and I spoke with a lady. Her name is Mrs. Balfour in admin, and she was like, going through the files, and she's like, there's receipt, and I was like, yes. And she's like, well, we got your application, let me just go through and see. Then she came back and she's like, I'm sorry, Desiree, but we have already accepted all our freshmen for the new and upcoming semester. And the difference with this time, I didn't worry, I was just still. She came back and she's like, again, a third time, and she's like, well, that's okay, we could take one more, it wouldn't hurt. And she accepted me, and I was accepted into the University of the Southern Caribbean. I called my mom. Of course, she didn't know what was going on. She thought I was in the airport, and I told her. And she was like, okay, Desiree, God is going to work it out, and they want to go USC. I started USC in January 2009. I graduated with my bachelor's degree in behavioral sciences in 2014. And and I am graduating with my master's in counseling psychology in December, and God has seen me through. Sometimes, we have to take that leap of faith, and that is what faith is. Be still and know that He is good. Just start in Jesus' name, and He will always see you through. Thank you. Happy Sabbath.